Hello, today is Monday, October 26th. This is the last week of October. Kind of exciting news there. This is a video for all those individuals absent or that need additional assistance. Here we go. First thing, find the area. So for a triangle, it is base times height divided by 2. My base is going to be 8. My height is 4.5. I need to remember to divide that by 2. So when I do this, I'm going to type it in my calculator. 8 times 4.5 divided by 2. It's going to give me an answer of 18. Let's see, it's going to be miles squared. So don't forget to divide by 2. Notice I also did not multiply by the number of sides. I don't do that with a triangle. Next shape, I have a pentagon here. So there's 2 ways you could definitely do it. You could do the triangle method. I'm going to try my best to draw some straight-ish lines. There you go. So I could find the area of just one of the triangles, which would be my base, which is 7.5, times the height, which is 5.1. I'm going to divide that by 2. So 7.5 times 5.1 divided by 2 gives me an answer of 19.125. Now, on the feedback from Friday, a lot of people would do that and then stop. They forgot that you also need to then multiply this number by the number of sides and the number of triangles. So I need to multiply this number by 5. And when I do that, I get an answer of 95.625. There we go. It would be units squared. Now, if you do the new way, it would be the number of sides, which is 5, times the length of one side, which is 7.5, times the apothem, which is 5.1, and divided by 2. And when you do that, you should get the exact same answer, 95.625 units squared. Okay. There's your deep thought for the day. You're welcome to pause it and read it if you have not already done so. Reminder, this, November 13th is the last day we'll accept any late work. That is now less than 3 weeks away, so don't wait any longer if you're missing stuff. And to help out with this, Mr. Teal is going to be calling students in for lunch that have an N or a U, just so we can get them caught up. We're also celebrating Red Ribbon Week this week. Today is wear your red. Tomorrow is wear your sports team or attire. And they're also doing flag tag during lunchtime. For today, we are going to cover the self-start. Students will be checking their grades, which should be up to date. If they're not up to date right now, they will be when lunchtime rolls around. We're going to review polygons really quick, and then we are going to do volume of polygonal prisms. So last week and during our self-start today, we talked about 2 ways to find area of a polygon. Last year, you could break it up into triangles, find the area of one triangle, and then multiply by the number of triangles. Or this year, you also learned that it could be done with the number of sides times the length of a side times the apothem divided by 2. Either one of those is acceptable. So if I'm given this problem here, 4.15 yards right here, and the sides measure 4 yards. So I'm going to go ahead and do this the new way. If you did it the triangle way, you should get the same answer. So the number of sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 sides to this shape. Times the side length, which is 4, times my apothem, which is 4.15. I need to make sure that I remember to divide that by 2. So I'm going to type this in my calculator. 7 times 4 times 4.15 divided by 2 should give me an answer of 58.1. And in this case, it would be yards squared. So if you did the triangle method, you should have gotten that same answer. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take that information there, which we again got 58.1. And we're going to then apply it to a three-dimensional shape. So this is a polygonal prism. The base of the prism has 7 sides, so we're going to do base times the height. So base, again, you could do number of sides times the length of one side times the apothem divided by 2. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do all of that and we're going to multiply it by the height. So I'm going to write it out. 7, which is the number of sides, times 4, which is the length of one side, times 4.15 divided by 2. And then we're going to multiply that. Draw the best circle as I can do. There we go. By 16, which is the height. And you should get an answer of 929.6 yards. Now, because it's volume, we're going to say cubed. Now, with polygonal prisms, your numbers are probably going to be quite a bit larger than you're used to, but that's okay. Just make sure that you follow all the steps. Number of sides times the length of a side times the apothem divided by 2 times by the height. And there we go. So that's what we're going to be practicing today. So if we're given a shape that looks like this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the base, which is this piece right here. I'm just going to kind of outline it so that way I can see what I'm doing. There we go. It's not straight, but close enough. So I need to solve this base first. So the base is going to be the number of sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, times the length of one side, which is 10.4, times my apothem, which is 9. I'm going to divide that by 2. So that's going to be just my base. 6 times 10.4 times 9 divided by 2. So that's going to give me an answer of 280.8. Now that is just the area of the base. So now I have to do volume. So now I have to times it by the height, which is 19. So times that by 19, and I'm going to get a very large number of 5,335.2 centimeters cubed. So again, you'll notice these are really large numbers. Polygonal prisms tend to have really large volume numbers. Okay, here we go. Next one. So I need to do the base first. So this piece right here. There we go. Okay, number of sides is 5. This is a pentagonal prism. Times the length of one side, which is 4. Times my apothem, which is 2.75. Type that in your calculator. 5 times 4 times 2.75. Make sure you remember, though, to divide by 2. That's going to give you an answer of 27.5. So now I need to multiply that by the height, which is 3. So now when I do that, I get an answer of 82.5 feet cubed. Not quite as big of a number, but you know, that's okay. Sometimes these are really big, sometimes they're really small. So I had you guys do a couple more just for some practice, but I'm going to stop there. You're welcome to go through and do the rest of those, do the same methods that we've done for the others, and you should be just fine. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact your teacher or message us through Canvas or do what you need to do. We miss you guys. Hopefully we'll see you guys soon enough. Have a great day. See you later. Bye-bye.